Hello and welcome to Crystal Quest. This is the show where we're playing Dungeons and Dragons with these wonderful people here in a JRPG Final Fantasy inspired adventure. I'm London Carlisle, your dungeon master for tonight, and I'm so excited for episode 2, our second session of this exciting adventure. And I'm joined by these people here. We're going to go around and just, say who they are and who they're playing for tonight. We're going to start right here, right next to me.
It's me.
It's
Hi,
you.
folks. I'm still Alejandro Te. I use he, him pronouns. I am the artistic director of Tabletail Games, which is where you could be playing D&D or any RPG you want with some of the folks on this very stream. Me, Addie, London. And in the game, I am Croa Koki, who is a very strange little druid wizard frog man with a dog with a hand for a tail. This way.
Hi, everybody. My name is Addie Gia. I use she, her pronouns. And I, like Tay so wonderfully introduced, I run D&D and other RPGs at Tabletail Games. I also am a writer and narrative designer for games and books and stuff, and occasionally very bad tweets. So I am playing Aki Dusk Arrow. She is a human artificer who likes to throw potions at things, and sometimes they are good and sometimes they are bad. We're going to find out what happens next. All right, so I think below me we'll go in a circle. That is Vic.
Hi, I'm Vic Priano. I use they, them pronouns. I am a game designer who works in both analog and occasionally video games. So video games and I do that full time. That's mostly what I do. When I don't do that, I draw things for other people's games. And you can find me online sharing way too much about my life consistently. And I'll be playing Raymond Hull, a Herringon Lancer. And I forever long to be the femme with the large, just sharp stick that comes from the sky and just pew!
Hell yeah.
So this is just wish fulfillment for me at this point. And Sean.
Hello. My name is Sean Dale. I am a fellow actor and artistic director over at Borderless Theater Company. We run a podcast called Radio Plays. You can listen to it wherever you get your podcasts. And tonight I will be playing Sigmus Owlish, an Owlin artificer, who's also going to try and help us get out of these shenanigans. We'll see how it goes.
Awesome. Back to me. I'm London Carlisle. I use he, him pronouns. Actor, dungeon master, game master over at Spot Hidden, and I play games all over the internet. Yes. And now, without further ado, let's get back into Crystal Quest. Last time, we started at Hero Day, where Mistress Velna was displaying to her class the local heroes of Swiftwall. This is where we met our party of adventurers here. And by the end of that, the entire class was just enthralled, and they all wanted to be artificers when they grew up. That, of course, is of the alchemical kind, not necessarily the armor types, in a display that brought a couple of snores, but you know what? We won't hold that against old Sigmus. But now Hero Day was just a ploy for Mistress Velna, because one of the students in her class, one of the children in her care, Mon, was taken mysteriously. While looking for tracks, they found these mysterious dog tracks that led off north of Swiftwall into the ruins of the ancient city of Aluhal, a place of great magic and legend and possibly treasures. But as they followed this trail, they found more dogs leading into this hollow under a massive moving animate tree. But after Rama nimbly bounded from branch to branch, directing this tree like a marionette, they made their way inside, where this soft blue glow illuminated the space. A crystal scale in the center of the room with people touching it, unmoving. Among those people was little Mon. Now, our druid here, ever the shape changer, had the bright idea of shifting into a dog to sort of blend in with the other dogs that are around in this room.
Glad you think it was bright.
Yeah, right.
Great idea. We will pick up right there as Forepaws land on the ground. What do we see? What have you turned into?
So I have tried my best to become like one of these dogs we've been hunting, although I clearly don't. I mean, we don't even know if they are sentient or if they're talking to each other. We know that they sometimes bleed this blue blood that glows. So I don't know how magically they've been changed, but I know dogs at least. So I've turned into just a dog, like a big hunting dog, and I've tried to mirror kind of so I can kind of, you know, be one of the dogs. And I'm trying to crawl up, or not crawl up. I'm trying to like walk in like I own the place. Like, oh yeah, of course, we're guarding these people. And I'm trying to whisk Mon away, or at the very least get Mon away from touching the crystal.
Okay, great. So give me a deception roll, please.
Okay. I would like to make a case for myself.
Make a case.
I'm not great at deception, but I know animals, and I'm wondering if my knowledge of animals gives me, you know, abilities to mimic them at all, and if I could sub animal handling, maybe.
We can do animal handling at disadvantage.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you. You're kind of benevolent. Here we go. Before he changes his mind, quick. Okay. That would have been an 18. Instead, it's a 17.
A 17. Wonderful. So this large hunting dog appears in the room. The other dogs are walking around on the prowl. There's about 4 of these, sort of like hunting. They're also hunting dogs. They look very different from you, though, but they're prowling around, this blue crackling energy dripping from their saliva and rattling around in their eyes. But as they sniff around, they move closer to the entryway where the party is standing, but walking right past Krua Krua. Now, as these guards sort of just continue to circle the room as you're amongst them, what do you do? Yes, Krua Krua.
Oh God.
You're out here in the middle.
Oh God. Okay. I'm going to go up to Mon. Does Mon look? Mon is like in a daze, just closed onto this thing, or is it the thing where like he's frozen and his eyes are going around wildly, like he's still like
it's a thing where he's yeah. Like the lights are off. Nobody's home.
Got it. All right.
Dazed, catching the crystal.
I think what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and like get my big dog head sort of like and scoop him up underneath me so he's like sitting on my back.
Okay, yeah. So as you scoop him up, he's sort of just like a roll back, almost like a flip, before he's just like, what? I did the thing with my headphones. That's what Mon does. Imagine that, just like sort of onto your back. And as he does that, the thing sort of breaks. And then he just sort of lays down around you.
I'm going to try and give him my most comforting, like, ooh, 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 and I'm just going to pat away with him back towards the entrance.
Cool. So these dogs, they are on the prowl. What are all of you doing besides Krua?
I feel as though Rayma's just trying to get an understanding of objects to subtly disrupt the crystal. So just gauging, seeing if all the dogs are kind of in place and kind of calm enough and Rama's going to try to sneak up while the child is also trying to be rescued to kind of move in tandem with the goal, to almost seem as though I'm backing him up, but I'm not. I have an entirely different goal. I'm going for subterfuge.
Okay, yeah. So a stealth roll as you're sort of stealthing up that way.
Oh, sorry, stealth?
Yes.
Awesome. It's going to be a 2.
Okay. All right. I'm going to roll for the perception of these dogs. Okay, a 13 does beat that. So, Rama, moving forward, you're met sort of like almost face to face of this dog sort of just appears out of nowhere. It's almost as if in a blink, this appears right in front of you. These big floppy ears sort of start standing on end. Its tall neck raises at you and just looks at you. It growls, and you can see the fluorescent blue and the blue twirling in the eyes. And with that, the rest of the dogs all sort of center on the location right in front of Sigmas, Aki, and Rama. We're going to roll for initiative. Let's get it.
Can we go?
Oh my
This
God.
will be fine. No, I'm really excited.
I really want to get out of here with this boy safely. So can I use Christopher's advantage that I just got on this initiative roll?
Yes! Yes.
Okay. That's good.
Thank you, Christopher, for the advantage.
Thank you. Yes, because that's a 22 now.
Nice.
Very well played.
Nice.
Thank you, Christopher.
Yes, and if you're watching in the chat, by donating bits, you can give us advantage. You can help out the friendly party here. All right. What else do we get?
17.
17. Okay.
I have rolled the perfect healer initiative of 3, which is
3?
as low as I can roll. That is a natural 1 on initiative. Hooray.
Beautiful.
17.
All right. And who would like to
Roll
go
of
first
forever.
between Sigmas and Rama?
You go ahead.
Sigmas, go ahead because I need range.
Okay. Well, first, I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Enlarge on Tay, on Krua. And make him, just humongous so that he can maybe, block, will come out with the kid easy to drop to, and then like block the, to be a divider between us and the other dogs.
Oh, I got you. You get a big dog wink.
Oh, heck yeah.
Awesome. Cool. All the dogs rolled very well on this. But at the top of the order, we're going to go with Krua. Okay.
So I'm a big dog. I'm my priority, get the kid out, get the kid safe. So
Okay.
I just want to get so as I'm picturing it now, we have Crystal, we've got me with Mon, and then dogs, and then rest of the party, and then entrance.
Exactly. Yeah. So the entrance is on the other side of the party, and the dogs are sort of between you and them.
Am I big enough? Now that I'm so big, I'm gonna try and like take a running start and like leap and like just free willy over the dogs there. And if they want to attack me, they can attack me, but not Mon on my back.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you can definitely go over there and move, and just, being the large dog that you are, they're a lot smaller than you are. You can sort of hop on over that. But let's see if you get sort of like snapped from below as one of these tries to hit you.
Well, can I use my second action while he's jumping, or like do I have to wait till he's after he's done jumping?
You gotta wait till your turn.
Okay, because I have 2 actions on my thing.
On you. Right. Yeah. So where you are is 17. You rolled a 17. Right now we're at the top.
Right. Sorry, I
Yeah.
was thinking of.
Oh,
Something
so I'm
different.
not enlarged yet. I'm not big
Well,
yet.
Well, I can let you cast that like right before if you want.
I thought, sorry, my bad. I thought you were like, well, who wants to go between you and Vic? So I was like, okay,
Yeah, who would like to go like first
That's
between
right.
you two once we get
That's
there?
right.
Yeah.
Duh.
I'm with you now.
Should
I'm
we
with it
nix
too.
that? Do you want to
No.
wait and hold that or
I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold it.
rewind? All right, so this is the part where we turn off the game. We go back, we load up a new save.
That's right. Reload.
Every time.
Reload. That's right. Blow the cartridge.
All right.
I got the
Okay.
big dog glitch again.
That always happens.
We begin. The crystal glows and rotates slowly as there's a light touch of the hand of the people that are there. There's two people, their eyes are dazed. Krua has Mon on the back. And between you and the entranceway is the rest of your friends and these dogs that have blink right in front of Rom. So there's there's about 4 dogs there.
Okay. In that case, if I'm not a big dog, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and sell this like I'm just getting the attack started, and I'm gonna run up and I'm just gonna be like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr," and I'm gonna make as if I'm gonna go attack the party, and instead I'm just gonna run past them out the door.
I'm gonna say, yeah, they're not really, these dogs aren't really expecting you. You know, you're another 4-legged friend. You rode very well earlier. You can just sort of just move past them in this case. You know, you're not standing out or anything, but you can sort of make your way to kind of where your party is. Okay, cool. That will use you know, your movement.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my action to dash out the door, and I want to deposit Mon somewhere safely.
Cool.
If I can.
Yeah. Ahmad sort of, again, just sort of rolls off very easily onto this ground. This is sort of dirt floor in this hollow here. But he lays there, just almost sleeping. You can see his body like rise and fall. He seems to be okay.
That's sweet. All right, I'll if I have any movement left, I'll just run back to my party.
Okay, yeah. You can make it almost there. Next up, we have actually the dogs. Here are the dogs. All of them. The first one is going to, with its teeth, you can see his teeth and then the blue saliva dripping off the teeth. It's going to snap at Rama. This Herringon in front for 14 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, great. That will be 6 points of piercing damage as you feel like a sharp a snap at you. The next one, it's also going to attack Rama with another bite. This is a 12 to hit.
It does not hit.
Does not hit. It is sort of orientating itself to where it is now that it just kind of popped into view here. Next up, we have another dog. This one sort of sizes up Aki in front for a bite. You guessed it. 11 to hit.
I actually have no idea. Hold on. I have a sheet for this.
Take your time.
It is a 14. It is a 14. It misses. I jump back. It's very scary.
Great. That will be it for this dog, this warped sort of mutant crystal dog. The last dog sees this big bird in front of it. It moves around, moving closer and closer before sort of jumping at Sigmus. Does a 17 hit you?
That hits the hell out of me. Oh.
Okay. 7
no,
points
oh,
of
no.
piercing damage.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
All right. That was funny that all the dogs got to go. Rama, you're up next.
Alrighty.
And then Sigmus, your own day.
I thought Sigma's going first.
Sorry, Sigmus, you're up next. Rama, you're on deck.
Shazam. Okay.
Shazam.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave. As these guys, I'm just like, I take my wings and I go, whoo, and I just like slam them against the ground. Yeah. Does a let's see here. Yeah, does a 13 hit?
Oh yeah, so for Thunder Wave, they would have to do a Constitution saving throw.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you're just doing the one that was directly in front of you?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah. So whatever's contained in that 15-foot radius there or square there, then yes.
All right, cool. So that 15-foot cube, that actually would hit about 3 of them. They're kind of right in front of you. And if you sort of angle it, away from the party, you can just sort of get about 3 of them. All right, let's see how that fares.
Okay. Come on, baby.
Okay, a 7. No.
Bam.
A 10.
Bam.
And a 4.
Boom. Slams his wings down. And they take 11 points of thunder wave damage.
Okay, cool. 11. Oof. Okay, yeah. So this sort of shakes the room, and you could all feel this around you. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yes. So I'm gonna say, get back, and I'm gonna cast grease on the ground, which is a 10-foot cube of or I guess square foot of like grease layer, so that maybe slip them up a little bit and maybe run back about a few feet.
Okay, so grease is another action to cast.
Oh frick! I'm doing this all wrong.
Good.
Let's see here. Then I am going to I'm gonna just go ahead and do my thunder gauntlets, right, as a strike, and just punch one of them that's closest to me. Within 5 feet. Is there one that's within 5 feet of me?
Okay, yeah. So is this just correct me if I'm wrong. You get 2 attacks per action, right?
Yeah.
So would you be able to do the cast of the thunder wave and then a punch?
Yeah. So this is this is part of my melee attack. Yeah, the part of the armor that I have. Right.
Okay, so but no, right? Tay, right?
No, you cast a spell. So
Yeah,
that's
so I can't do that. All right.
Yeah, you can do 2 attacks if you attack that action.
Like with like a melee, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So you can do 2 in that case, but just like
got you.
casting a spell now.
Okay.
But any sort of bonus action thing or movement you would like to do?
I'm just gonna run back towards, take a couple steps back towards the entrance of the area here, just to kind of get out the way, because these dogs are scary.
Okay, and you're walking away from them. You're leaving there, sort of
not leaving too much, but just kind of like maybe ducking behind.
Okay, yeah, just duck a little bit. Got you. You're not really moving, any significant feet back. But
no. Just kind of like a couple feet back. Like,
cool. All right. Next up, Rama.
Awesome. I am going to go with I'm gonna jump up a little bit. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a rabbit hop, specifically to open up the opportunity for an attack of opportunity if they try again later on. And then I'm gonna go, and instead of focusing my energy on the blink dogs, I am going to, with all of my might, throw my polearm at the crystal.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. In that case, yeah, give me an athletics roll.
Awesome. In athletics, where are you? There you are. Gonna go with a 19. And can I action surge too? In a second.
If you would like to, yes.
Sorry.
It's way too late to have jumped behind a sheet of lead or
I want to hear what happens before I say what I want.
Okay, cool.
I didn't want to do an attack roll for this. I'll just ask for an athletics for reasons.
I got excited. Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm also excited.
Okay, cool. So what happens is you send your with all the might you have, you send this polearm flying towards the crystal. The crystal, it strikes the crystal, but it doesn't shatter. It just sort of stops and just continues moving, continues floating across the room. It's now just carrying your polearm. and it's sort of just floating across the way. But in the process of that, the hands drop from it. And the two people that were standing there with their hands on it, they just sort of kind of fall to the ground, sleeping very Mon-like as well. But now floating sort of against the wall is your pole arm stuck in the crystal, still there. But the people, they're sort of away from the influence of
Well, it wasn't my favorite one.
it. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna accept what I've done.
Cool. All right, Aki.
Okay, so just to be clear, the pole arm is still in the crystal, yeah?
It's still in there.
Is it very high up? Is it very high up?
It's high-ish, you know. It's sort of.
All right. Well, that is unfortunate for me. I am very bad at jumping.
It's not that high up. It's sort of, you know, just straight away. I'd say maybe like 5.5 foot tops.
Okay. All right. Well, I should have created a character that was better at interacting with the world. And so I would create a I would take as a little bit of light that I made earlier, and I will reform it. I will take out a little crystal vial and pour some stuff on it, and I will. It will transform from a little ball of light to a flaming sphere, and I will throw it out at these dogs.
Okay.
So it is a sphere of fire that grows as it comes out to 5 feet in diameter. And if you are within 5 feet of the sphere, you must make a Dex 15 saving throw or take some damage. So that is what I would like to do. I would like to burn these dogs.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe beyond helping, I think.
Hot dog.
Hot dog. You said it was a DC 15 con save?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save. All right, let's see what happens.
It is a concentration spell, so I just wanted to let you know that too. I'm concentrating on it.
Concentration, cool. We got 14. We got 24.
Oof.
15.
Mm-hmm.
And 15.
All right. So they take half damage if they made it.
Okay.
It is 2d6. I will roll, and hopefully my dice are more forgiving than what I rolled on initiative. It is 10 damage total. That's the total damage. So half damage would be 5.
Gotcha. Cool. So you see this flaming sphere. What color is it? Describe that for us.
Sure. So I'm a little bit of an artist, and so everything here is blue. So I will make it the contrasting color of like an orangey yellow. So it sort of neutralizes that sort of like gloomy blue, and around it is a little bit more vibrant. So yeah, yellow fire.
Nice. Cool. Is that it?
I think so. I don't really have that many bonus actions, so I will do that. That is it.
All right. Crew is up next.
So this is the moment where you realize, like, oh, great, taking the cartridge out, blowing on it, putting it back. Okay, now it's working, because now in the game, Krua is going to come out of wild shape and cast enlarge on Rama. So I'm gonna stay back. I'm gonna hang back, but I'm gonna pop out of wild shape, and I'm gonna be like, go get him! You've got this! And I will take from my many pouches and pockets. I'm going to take like a little figurine of that I've quickly sort of made. It's very crude, but of like a little rabbit person, and I'm going to just like and it's going to blow up quickly like a balloon and then vanish. And at the same time, Rama is going to become big bunny. Big bunny time.
Yeah. And as you do this, your weapons also grow to match the new size. So your the attacks will deal an extra D4 of damage.
Right.
Just
Big
like
bunny.
we practiced with the tree. And I'm going to hang far away from any actual fighting.
Great. Next up are these dogs. They again are just going to try to attack any way that they can. They even see Kurokura back there. They start sort of snapping, but they can't really get behind by conventional means. But the first dog, it's going to teleport. It's gonna teleport.
I am undone.
To right behind you all, sort of right in front of Kurokura.
Yeah.
And there is this surge of power that sort of leaves it as it's right in front of Rama. It blinks away from you, but you can feel this thunderous force for 6 points of thunder damage. It rocks you, but then whoop, it's back in front of Kurokura. That'll be it. That'll be it for this dog. The next one,
Help!
that was also there. It's going to try another bite attack. They are very snappy tonight. That is an 18 to hit. To Rama.
What's that damage?
Okay.
Wait, that was
6.
18. Okay.
6 damage. Yes.
Oh, nice.
It's not going to do anything else, this next one. Next up, the other dog is going to be in front of Aki. He's going to try another bite attack. Ooh, that is a 6 to hit. Does not hit.
A 6 does not hit. I hate to do this because I've already completed this turn. But anyone who starts within 5 feet of my sphere or ends their turn within 5 feet of the sphere does get burned. So if that, I don't think it changes anything. But I wanted you to know that the sphere that I made is still burning things, maybe. But yeah, does not hit. I bat it on its nose. No.
I need to tighten this. It says as you hit it on its nose. Next up, the final dog is going to try again to bite Sigmus, but a 7 does not hit you. All right, the dogs are really shaken at this point. Next up is Sigmus.
Okay, I'm gonna go on ahead and pull out my dagger and go for this one that's closest to me and just shank him.
Okay, great.
And does a shucks 11? No.
11 does not, as these dogs are sort of using this surge of energy that they have to move out of the way, especially that one right in front of you.
Okay, and then with the other hand, I'm gonna just come around with my haymaker hand axe, just hack at them and see if they come on, baby, come on. Nope, that's a 9. I'm just
that does not hit. But of course, you said
sharpen my tools.
Yeah, you said you're using both hands there, so you would get one more attack with that other hand, with that original hand.
Okay. I'll do that dagger again. Just shank him with the dagger. Here we go. Come on, man. 12. 12?
Does not hit. Does not hit. Sigmus is trying his best, but no.
That delay. Oh my gosh.
Next up, Big Bunny. Did you want to do anything else? Was there anything else?
I'm just gonna keep backing. I'm gonna back maybe 5 feet away. And
how? Okay. How much was that burning damage, Aki? Again.
Oh,
They all ended their turn within the.
oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
Any creature within 5 feet must make it. It makes a dexterity saving throw and then
Okay, yeah.
takes perhaps the full damage. I rolled it again.
Okay. 19, 14,
Okay.
13,
Okay. My
and 6.
so the DC is 15. And it
Okay.
is full damage. Oh, I'm rolling so hot. That is 11 damage full, so that's 5 half.
Yeah. So, yeah, some of these dogs are looking just very bad now. As you can see, the tails sort of singe. You can even hear some yelps from this burning sphere that is right behind them there. Okay. All right. Just making sure I just got that there. Making sure. Okay, Rama, Big Bunny.
So Big Bunny is going to have Small Bunny energy and use their longbow to try to shoot at one of just the dogs that's probably, it really does not matter which dog.
Okay.
Ram is a little panicked. So Ram is just going to go and roll the hit. Wow, I got a nat 20, so that's 24.
Oh, nice. Yes, we're gonna shoot a dog
Yeah.
over to the side, not directly in front of you, but there's a little range between you, so you can pop that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right.
And that's going to be 16 hit points of damage.
Ooh. And that stings into this into this dog. Please describe, what does it look like when you take it down? Describe that.
She kind of loads her bow and you just see it pierce right through and they're almost like, really? Okay, fine, I'll do it. The dog is yawning at that point in time, so it just goes full clean shish kebabbed.
There's a trail of blue energy, just a flash of blue as this happens.
Don't ask the horror GM how things are played. I'd also like to use an action surge.
Yes.
Try to go get my lance.
All right, yeah. You can go over here and go get that Big Bunny, douche, going through. You can make it to your lance and sort of clear over there and grab it. But it's almost at that same
safe,
time.
Though.
Yeah, after clearing this out, you sort of have a clear way, I would say, to get over there pretty safely.
I was worried about the crystal.
The crystal. Well, I can't answer that. Yeah, but you're able to go over there, yeah. Well, is there anything else you like to do?
No,
as
I'll
you
just do
close
it.
that distance? There's the crystal, and there is this. What is it? Your lance, or what is it? What is it?
My lance is floating in it. I was hoping to use my secondary weapon to kind of fish it out, but like that.
Okay.
But I'm also willing to just stick my hand in as well.
It's up to you.
Sorry about that. That's why I was confused. Yes, I would like to use my longbow to try to kind of poke it through to the other side.
Okay, I get what you're saying. To try to wedge that out. I might even ask for a roll for this, but it comes out pretty easily. Being close to it, you would be able to see that it's not even like it fully pierced. It's like it just made sort of subtle contact with it, and it was lodged, right? Almost like a magnet sticking on something. So you can sort of take that off.
Nice.
All right, great. Next up, Aki.
Okay, so there are 3 dogs left.
3 dogs left. 1 behind you, 2 in front.
All right, I would love to take this flaming sphere as a bonus action and ram it into one of the dogs. So that is a dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. All right, unlucky dog. Oh! it like rolled from 13 to 1.
Oh.
5. Does not save.
That is not successful. So that is 9 points of damage.
Oh, yes. So it just burns it, and it's just like this artistic melding of the orange and the blue crackling together. 9 damage. Fantastic. Anything else for you?
Sure. As my action, I would love to take my longbow, which is infused, infused longbow, and just shoot and see how it goes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Which one are you shooting? You're shooting one of the ones that are kind of. There's one to the
If
side.
there's one that's sort of farther away, I'd prefer that one so I don't have disadvantage. But otherwise, whatever, it doesn't matter.
That's the one right behind you, right in front of Krua Krua.
If you look over at Krua Krua, he's terrified, but he goes, "Fine, it's fine, it's fine. Leave it, leave it. It's good."
All right. No, that's great. I trust you.
He's winding up.
I will roll with disadvantage to attack one of the ones that is in front of us. Perhaps the one in front of Sigma's.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. That is with disadvantage still a 14.
That hits.
We found the number! Yay! And that is a D8 plus 3. So that is, a paltry 4 damage on my +1 longbow.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
I did not know I was a combat character. I am going to leave now.
4 damage. That does that to this dog as the edge is struck with this arrow. Next up, we're back at the top of the initiative order with Krua Krua.
So it's a life-threatening situation, but Krua Krua is not really doesn't think of himself as an adventurer. I am an experimenter, a researcher, first and foremost, and so I would like to run a little experiment. I'm backing up, absolutely terrified, but I'm still stuck in my mind is this idea of, are these things sentient or not? Are they communicating with each other, etc.? And I study nature. I know the languages of nature. So in Common, very quickly, and then in Primordial, and then in Sylvan, one after the other, I'm going to be like, hello, can you hear me? We are so sorry to trespass. And then in Primordial, hello, can you hear me? I'm so sorry to trespass. And then in Sylvan, hello, can you hear me? We are so sorry to trespass. As I like slowly back up. Is there even a flicker of recognition? Or are they just sort of mindless dogs?
It seems very, very mindless for all of those, but there is the slightest hint of something when you're speaking in Sylvan.
Okay. In Sylvan, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to say, I don't want to have to hurt you further, but I will if you attack.
And you're just seeing at this point sort of the blue glow intensify in the eyes.
Great. Then I'm going to use my action to cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
But I'm going to hold I'm not actually going to bring a bolt down. I'm going to hold it until such time as they go to attack me. If the dog attacks, it's getting fried.
Got you. Got that. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Next up is the dog that's in front of you. It's going to try to attack you.
I
warned you. All right, cool. Is that a save?
It is a DC 15 dexterity save.
15, and it saves with a 15.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, in that case, it takes half of 19. It takes 9 points of lightning damage.
You drop this bolt on it, sort of frying it. Now you have sort of your lightning with the crackling, almost like lightning energy in its eyes and mouth, mixing together. Lots of art here. Yeah, that's all that it's going.
More data points.
As it struck, but it's going to try to bite you.
I did warn you. Okay. I'm thinking there's some mind control. Ow. No, oddly enough. I throw up some mud, and I catch it on this like caked over mud shield.
And all it has is just his teeth are now brown with mud after that strike.
Throw it off. I think they're being controlled, perhaps, by the effects of the crystal or something. That's all I get out.
there are two more dogs up front. One is barely hanging on. You can see that it's mostly just being carried by the energy that's inside it. It's not really doing much else. It doesn't really seem to have much left in it, but it's going to try to use all that it can to try to bite at Aki with a 4 to hit. It's so weak, can't do it.
No.
The next dog right in front of Sigmus. They're trying to get you, Sigmus. Let's see if it does with another bite. Its teeth are its most potent weapon with a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, that will be 6 points of damage. Piercing.
Oh, no. Gonna get you.
Next up is you, Sigmus.
Okay.
And then Rama on deck.
All right, so this time I'm gonna go on ahead. That one that bit me, I'm gonna just punch the shit out of his face with my thunder gauntlets. Just like, ah, bam! And let's see if oh no! Oh, this is terrible. And that one plus 5 is 6, so that
doesn't hit. Does not hit.
Okay. And yeah,
are you going in again? Is it just one hit?
I'm gonna go in again. With my left fist this time. Pow with the thunder gauntlet. Let's see if that's any better. Oh man, 11. 11.
Oh, dude.
Come on, bird.
It does not hit again. It's like semi-blinking in and out around your hands at this point.
Oh, this tricky dog.
Rama, you got your weapons over there, and the crystal is still just sort of floating around. What do you do?
I have my spear again. I'm gonna get my lance in there for the remaining dogs for clearance from my buddies, and I'm gonna go in with the lance to the closest dog. I doubt that hits though.
Does not hit.
So I'm gonna try again. Wait, I can do that with it. Let me double check. Does that still count for extra attack with fighters? If I don't hit, am I still able to go again?
Yeah. If you don't hit on your first attack, yeah. I mean, if you have 2 attacks per action, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Cool. Awesome. I didn't hit again, so.
Yeah. So again, these are just even more attuned. It seems like they lost, some of their own, and now these are just even more attuned to just trying to evade each of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Aki. And then back with Crew up top.
All right. Yeah, I would like as a bonus action to make it hot dog. And that is a dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
It does not save.
All right, wonderful. I will roll some dice. Not as good. An 8 damage, fire damage.
What does it look like as this thing immolates?
Right. Well, if you sort of mix paint colors together occasionally, the mixture of all the colors is white. So it just sort of and it's just perhaps a tiny little a pile of ash on the ground. Just sort of turning from that white hot to, sort of orange and then gray as it is burnt a lot. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And then, as an action, I do. I take my longbow out of my tinker's tools. They sort of like fold out, and then I will try to hit it again. The other one, the one that is
You hit the ash.
not Spire of Ash, DC 10. No, just kidding. Okay, so this is a disadvantage. Oof, I don't think that hits. That is +3. It's a 12, which I don't think hits. So that is it for me. Am I currently engaged with this one? I think I am because I'm rolling at disadvantage. Okay, never mind. I am not going to move.
Yeah, so there's that one that's like sort of over there with you and Sigmus and Rama, who ran up right behind or hopped over. Don't let me describe for you. And then there's the one behind with Krua, whose turn it is next. Krua, it's up to you. There's one in front of you.
I'm just sitting here sort of like actively theorizing in Sylvan in front of the dog, being like, are you able to resist the effects in any way? Does the effect of the lightning allow you to push back against? Is it the crystal? Is it the scale that's well, let's try again. And I'll use my action to bring down another lightning bolt down on this creature, because I can experiment on its remains. I don't have any qualms about that. So another deck save.
Okay. Oof, that is an 11.
An 11. Then, well, it somehow takes less damage than it did last time. It takes 7 points of lightning damage.
Okay,
Big swings. Big swings.
It's barely hanging on, but as it even weakens, it's almost like you almost see like puppy dog eyes behind the confusion and the power.
Did it work? Are you free? Speak to me. Bark once for you're free. Bark twice for you're still under the control of this horrible effect.
All you hear is
What is groan? Okay, groan if you're not able to respond in a way that gives me any further information. All right, these are data points. These are good data points.
Next up is this final dog who is going to as you've been talking to it, it doesn't want to, and you can see that in its face as it snaps at you one more time for a bite. That's an 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, I'm too focused on this sad puppy dog look, and I do not bring my shield up in time.
Only 4 points of damage.
Oh, ow!
All right. Next up is just this lone dog in front of the rest of the crew. It's going to try to turn around and snap at Rama. 17 to hit.
Rough.
No, woof. 8.
8. Jeez. Ouch. I definitely recoils.
So next up we have Sigmus, then Rama, then Aki. So Sigmus, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw my dagger at it. And let's see, there's that 17.
That hits.
Hey,
damage, please.
All right. That is 7 points of damage.
Okay, great. This dagger sinks into it, stinging it. Rama, sorry, I didn't mean to jump forward. What's up? Anything else?
Rama.
I mean, for Sigmus. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump your turn.
Oh no, you're good.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna, just punch it and be like, stay down with my other arm strike. With my, unarmed strike.
Stay down.
Just stay down.
Next. What?
Oh yeah, nat 20 plus 3, 23.
Roll for your damage, please. That gauntlet that's just coming down.
It's just 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Just
wow. Even with the nat 20.
Yeah, it just says 1. That's all. It just says 1.
All right, we're gonna knock this down. Okay.
Crit.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Anything else for you?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Rama. This thing is again barely hanging on in front of you. Very, very weak. But it's still out for blood.
Marcy's
They're being controlled. If we can subdue them without destroying any further, we may get more data points.
What? Oh no!
I'm gonna go with the grapple then. Gonna do my best to grapple the pupper.
All right. Let's do it.
Already?
Uh-huh.
Are we gonna go with athletics for that?
Mhm. Yes. Sorry.
Just
yes.
wanted to make sure. No, I just
Yeah, with
always like to
athletics.
confirm it's gonna be 15.
15. All right, and for the for this warped dog, he has a 13. It is
For a warped dog.
grappled.
Grapple dog.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you have this right in front of you here. And then next, anything else for you?
No, I can't do much else. My hands are
Right.
kind of occupied at the moment.
That's true. That is true. And Aki?
Are you sure we shouldn't just destroy them? I don't really have any tools for just subduing.
We can destroy all but one, just so that we can get further data.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. I will zoom my oh gosh, now I feel very guilty. So I will I will attack the one that is move my little ball of fire over to the one by Kura, and just do a little bap. With that, it is fine. It's cold in this cave. Please DC dexterity 15.
It does not say with a 9. Please describe what that looks like as you bring this sphere over
Right.
and
Okay.
take out the dog.
Yeah, it's like, are you sure? I don't know what I should. Just one. Great, because I did destroy that one in front of you. Are okay, so you have a bite on your. No, okay.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
No, this is I've never been in a fight before. I take out my bow and then I shoot at the one in front of me. But I would like maybe. Oh, actually, instead of doing that, could I take out my I'm looking at not my character sheet. Hold on. This is Rama's. Could I actually? I'm so sorry to pivot. Could I take out a rope and try to tie the dog by that Rama is holding, at least with a leash or something?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. In this case, let me see. Let's do an animal handling.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. So I just animal handling is +0. We will just see. Could I make a case for advantage
With
because of the grapple?
With advantage because of the grapple. Yes.
Oh, this is amazing.
Great minds think alike.
Oh. Okay, I will roll it. That is a 17 with no modifier. Do I do it?
You do it. Yes. So you have this makeshift leash that goes around around the neck of this dog, and the dog is subdued. You can sort of feel your teammate here sort of helping Rama with this dog that's your arms there. The dog is sort of leashed now, and as long as you have a grip on it.
Give the leash rope to Rama as I am very weak.
And here you have this giant bunny there for you to take it.
Yeah, I got this for you. You are so tall right now.
Unfortunately, you are a shrunken bunny now that I've got lightning in the sky.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You were using
You are so tall, but now you are a much more reasonable height.
Yeah, so it's funny. Yep. Take it. Cool. Yeah, and as you do that, it appears that we are out of initiative order. We're gonna roll with that. As this warped blink dog is now on this leash, it doesn't even seem to have enough energy to really try to teleport away or anything. It's just sort of there. What would you like to do? With the crystal, of course, across the room, sort of against the wall now, where it was floated over thanks to the lance that carried it over.
Well, we know, of course, that the energies from this crystal are pouring into and through these animals, coursing through them. Would that imply then that the crystal scale itself has a will? And if not of zero, then of who?
I don't know. But we could maybe get it. I always have the right tool for the job, and I look around in my pack, and I will take out I magically create maybe jeweler's tools. Would that be good for like grabbing it with like pincers or something, or like forge tools? Any set of artisan tools I can just create out of my pack, and I want to grab it, but not touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So you can definitely create that. And as you procure some sort of, like tongs almost.
Tongs, yeah.
Yeah. Which they wrap around it, and there's no sort of back energy coursing into you. It's safe. And there's almost like a lightness, almost like a zero gravity quality to the crystal as you have it here, but it's able to be moved around. And
Are you feeling any effect to your mobility or mental state?
No, I do not think so. It is really light, actually. I don't know if it is the metal that is dampening it or if it is my very heavy gloves, but either way, I am not feeling affected at all. But it is very pretty. I like it.
The dog is still on the leash. It's just sort of like snapping off to the side with the blue energy still in its eyes.
I believe that this dog can understand me. It hasn't responded necessarily, but if you all have any questions for it to try to provoke some kind of response, let me know. And does anyone here speak Sylvan, perchance?
I do not.
I can translate, so simply, let me know.
I do not. I speak a number of languages, but not Sylvan.
No.
I'm happy to translate if we wish to attempt communication with this mutated creature.
I'm curious as to what this crystal is telling this animal, and what is it communicating to it in some way?
You, Canine, what is the crystal telling you?
Again, you see the blue energy in the eyes. You're not really getting a clear answer. But I will take perception checks from everybody.
Oh, geez.
16?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
13.
Okay.
Poor bunny's rolls.
I did not get much better. I got an 11.
An 11. With the 16, it would be noticed as Aki has the tongs with the crystal, and might even move it away, just sort of maybe inspecting it, or for whatever reason. The further away it gets from the dog, the dimmer the blue lights in its eyes gets.
And Rama is currently holding the leash, right?
Yeah.
Rama, I think this dog needs to go for a walk. Should we should we just go for a run around and just, work out whatever it's got going?
Do you think that proximity will help?
Right, or yes, or lack thereof. Sure, yeah. Let's take this dog for a walk. Boy, we're gonna go in Sylvan. Boy, we're gonna go on a walk. Are you ready? You want to go on a walk? Have you been? Oh, yeah. Come on. It's been a while since you've been out. Come on, let's go.
And the dog,
Good boy.
Sort of gives some resistance, but follows in a way. Thanks to the tug.
Walking about.
So
again,
is there a point at which, like, getting further away, like, is there a point at which it goes away completely, or is there a point at which it, I don't know, where the dog starts not trying to fight the lead?
Yeah, so as you sort of leave, you would probably have to walk almost around that corner where you came in, almost to the entrance of the hollow where the big tree was outside. You kind of have to leave that to really get further enough away for the blue to subside and to go away. And in its place, you do see the pupils of this dog.
We pass by Tlatoani, and Tlatoani is there, just like,
It's fine. We're okay now. This is your big brother now. It's all good. Everything's good.
Oh, I think you're muted.
I lost your audio, London.
I hit the button. I need to stop touching the mic. Somebody just I'm going to tie my hands here and just DM
What
like
I
this
do.
and not talk with my hands.
I hold my chair. It helps.
Oh, thank you for the tip. I need this tip. So as the pupils sort of come back into view on this dog, you could see it's very weak and it's sort of hurt, but it sees Slatwani and sort of just starts sniffing around at the feet, and then looks over at you, looks back.
I'm going to help you with some of these wounds now, okay? All right, I just need to give you a little pet. You're not gonna bite my hand, are you? No, okay. And I'm just gonna gently pet the dog and I will cure wounds.
All right.
For 9 points.
Cool. And you can, as you magically cure the wounds in this dog, you can see it's just sort of become even more comfortable with you as it sort of like nuzzles into your amphibian body.
Ow.
And starts sniffing
You're
at
just a
Slatwani
sweet
more.
boy. Did you lick that big crystal in there? No, okay. Did the big crystal show up a long time ago? Or did you find it? And I'll hold out 2 hands for him to like point to one or the other or pick a third option.
It goes over and sniffs the hand of finding it.
Oh, you found it. And did those people come after you found it, or were they already there touching it?
It sort of trots off past you towards the direction you all sort of walked from, the direction you would know with Swiftwall being there. And it just sort of points that way.
So you grabbed some of these people and brought them back?
It drops its head to its paws.
Oh, that's okay. You didn't have any control over that. It's not your fault.
Everybody inside the hollow can hear just echoes of Sylvan from Krua Krua outside. What all are you doing? If anything.
I'm just doing my job leading that dog around.
I'll be translating as I go to Rama, just like everything we're saying. I'm like,
Oh, says he feels really guilty about the whole thing.
It's okay. I do too.
I'm gonna take a walk around the room and see if there might be any other clues or anything that I might find, maybe that would give us more insight about this crystal.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
All right. 17.
Okay, yeah. I would say as you're looking around, you would notice there are sort of just like small, almost like puddles of water that have collected on the floor around in this hollow. You can see on the walls there are the roots from the big tree that goes up into the ceiling, but it really starts down in some of these puddles. And the puddles also have that sort of fluorescent blue-ish look to them, that sort of tint to them. So there might be some sort of connection between that energy and that tree that was just going ham earlier.
Oh, I'll relay that to my crew that's in here with me. Hey, everyone, come check this out. Look at these puddles. Oh.
Inside it'll just be Aki with you.
Oh, it's just
yeah, no, this is really interesting. Would you mind taking a sample just with my one of my vials? Just be really careful and just like dip it in so we can like maybe take a look at it later.
Don't mind at all.
I don't have a free hand or else I would do it myself.
Yes, of course, don't mind at all. And
what do you think it is? Do you have some sort of insight? I'm really tempted to try and identify this thing, but I'm afraid that I will become entranced or ensorcelled forever. So it's a, hit or miss.
Yeah, I believe it's some sort of water, but I'll do a nature check. Is it all right to do a nature check to see exactly what it is? All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, 24.
Wow.
It's water, it's natural water, but it has been altered in some sort of way. So with that 24, I'll just, let you know, you're drawing the direct connections here. The influence of the crystal on the dogs, the influence of the crystal on the tree. This has just been tainted by that crystal's energy by being in such close proximity. You know what I mean? It's normal water, but I don't know if it's drinkable at this point because it's directly tied to that energy that saw these dogs attacking you.
I think that this crystal being in this cave so long under this tree has somehow altered the genetic the genetic code of this tree and in this water here. So I wouldn't necessarily say this is something that you should drink, but I am very intrigued as to the powers that it now holds in relation to what the power of the crystal held.
Do you think it is like wherever it is, it sort of is going to imbue the area like it has here? Or do you think it has always been here, but something has changed?
I think that is a good question. It seems as if this is something new to this area. It might be new because I'll have to look at that. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to do more investigation.
We have more. I'm worried to bring this back to town because of its if it is influencing the things around it. But we saw presumably its effects over the forest, which means that it is also not safe to stay here.
Correct. I think the closer and the longer we stay around this crystal, then the more influenced we may become or altered in some sort of way.
So yes, I should not touch it, all right?
I would dare not. But what
if I did and then like we would get so much data and no, it's a bad idea. I will not.
Maybe
we'll ask everybody as a group, and so we could decide who is the best one to touch it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Maybe the rabbit.
Rama?
Wait,
Yes.
Rama did a.
Rama
was
has
a-
the name.
The
Rama-
lab rabbit.
Rabbit.
The lab rabbit. Correct.
That's
Correct.
where my mind went. Rama did such a great job as our testing out, testing the waters on the first
If it is a
time.
test of strength, of course, yeah, Rama would be absolutely the best one. But if it is like a strength test of like will, perhaps Krukra, or like, you are very smart. So it is really just a mystery as to what I just want to touch it really bad. Is the thing.
I wonder if I could pluck one of my feathers and touch it with the crystal and see what might happen to my feather.
Do you have like a set of tinker's tools where you could hold the feather so that because what if it transfers through organic matter? Then like your feather would touch it, and then you would be transitive property touching it.
Yes, indeed. I do have a set of tinker's tools. And I'll pull out like maybe some tweezers or something, some pincers, and just kind of boop, and then hold it over to the crystal. Well, in the name of science, just touch the crystal with the feather, with the pincers, and see what happens here.
I love this scholarly owl. I would dare not. In the name of science. This is great. I love this. What you notice very slowly, and it's almost like nothing's happening at first, but very slowly, indeed, these sort of strands on the feather straighten, and there's almost like this vibrating just blue energy that encircles it. After a couple of seconds, it grows in intensity until you can just see a sort of a bluish outline on it. But nothing's happening to your pincers, nothing's happening to you, but you can observe this in front of you.
It's beautiful.
It is very beautiful. I must say that. It's a beautiful sight.
We must take this back to the group. Maybe we can all collectively dissect this together and see what we can find.
Yeah, I am afraid to. Maybe you should go get some. They wanted to take the dog away in case it was ensorcelled, which it probably was.
At the same time as all of that is happening, I'm giving like very detailed instructions to this dog in Sylvan. I'm like,
So, and then just before you arrive at town, there's just like right on the edge of the forest, there'll be a little stream there. We passed it on our way in. I'm sure you passed it when you kidnapped children. We can meet there to fully debrief the effects and just make sure that we've cleared any kinds of effects from you, and also maybe run a couple of tests on what is going on in your physiology to make sure it won't happen again, and so that we can learn from this moving forward. But I should get back, and Rama, we should get back, but you should not go back in that cave ever again, ever. That's off limits for you, okay?
And then it blinks away. The rope goes limp, just falls on the ground. That's what happens.
That was a good boy. A good boy. It's a very good boy.
and I think Platamani is like, like mad. I'm like,
Well, there can be more than one good boy. Oh, hush up. You're the best boy. You're the best boy. Shall we check in with them inside? I really hope no one's touched the crystal yet. I want to touch it.
Meanwhile, and Mon is still sleeping right inside. The two people that were also
the boy
still sleeping. Yeah.
There's science to be done. We can't worry about people. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that we wait until our friends arrive to discuss who gets to touch.
Did you touch it?
No, but I really want to.
Oh, me too. I also really want to touch it.
But we don't know what kind of test it is, you know? So like I was like, well, the one who's most qualified should touch it. But like,
well, here's the interesting thing. We have what have we learned? We have learned that the effects of this crystal warp the surrounding area and animals, and we know that these dogs, these blink dogs, were given in some ways a sort of command or imperative or instinct to take people and bring them back here and have them touch the crystal. So it's almost as if the crystal wants to be touched. So I wonder if this is just our own scientific inquiry, or if we are also being affected, being in its presence, and what will happen if enough people are touching this crystal.
Yes, I was actually thinking the same thing because we observed 3 people touching it. But what happens when it, like, what is the level of critical mass, right?
We also know it is fairly simple to just pull someone away.
Exactly. Of course, we don't have a 5th person to do that, but it's probably fine. One of us would probably have the will to withstand it.
We could just go one at a time, and anyone who is stuck gets pulled away.
Yes.
And I'll touch the crystal.
No, I wanted to go first.
2 wolves inside of me.
Oh my
Rama
goodness.
and myself. The JRPG me is like, no. Rama's like, yes.
Okay, give me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay.
2 bunnies, sorry.
That is a 13.
Oh, okay, great. So as you touch this with your skin, you can feel there is energy that just starts on the palm. It feels very cold before it warms to just like this sort of, it's not hot, but it's almost just like body temperature. It just continues through your arm, making its way to your mind. You want nothing more than to move this crystal and make sure that it touches everyone around you.
I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try and just guide it gently over to Aki.
What everybody else sees is Krua's eyes go blank and blue. There, yes, it's in a daze. He's in a daze. There's not really much going on there inside. But you do see the crystal moving towards you.
I am still holding it with the pincers, so it just like the pincers get like pushed up against me. It's like Heisman, just like nope. Wait, is this? I think it is controlled. Is it Rama? Could you please no help? No,
Rama takes her lance out and like tries to like kind of peel the friends as delicately as she can away from the crystal. In the same way you just try to get something sticky off of like your windshield.
Is that what you're doing to Krua?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Gotta get my frog friend off the windshield. What can I say?
There's not even a roll to require. Yeah, it's not even a roll required. You can peel him off. Like again, it's just almost like like slightly hovering above the surface. It's like he's touching it, but not really. You're able to get in there and just sort of pop off. And as that pops off, you come back, Krua.
What did you feel, friend?
It wants everyone. It wants physical contact with as many individuals as it can possibly manage. We know that much. It's
yes, in a good way.
Very powerful.
Does it have malintent? Is it malicious in some sort of way, or just wants to spread peace and happiness?
It wants to spread the ability to have as many people touching it as possible. There's no, I don't place a value judgment on that. It is simply what the crystal is doing.
Interesting.
It's nice that you're not placing a value judgment on something that was just trying to,
No, I mean, we don't know. Perhaps this is a single piece of our long lost dragon god, and by everyone touching it, perhaps it will reconstitute its form. We don't know these things.
No, I was saying it was kind.
Oh, well, that's a
appreciate that
positive
judgment.
value judgment. There we go. I'll accept that.
Giving it the benefit of the doubt.
Right. Well, I am only slightly concerned about the other people who are here and if and when they might ever recover without sort of intervention. However, we cannot bring this to town if it wants to touch everyone and we don't know what it is, right? So,
Can't we?
should we?
I mean, if we wrapped it up, very tightly so that it doesn't, emit any sort of energy.
I don't have like a box, so all I have is like organic material to.
We could invite people one at a time and just
Charge them.
observe.
Oh, yes.
Charge them.
Yes.
Oh,
It's an
profit from
attraction.
science.
Come
Oh my
on,
goodness.
get mind controlled by the crystal. Two
Whoa.
pieces.
We could make it a work study situation.
Exactly. We need donations for our studies.
I bet, Aki, that if you asked for a field trip back at the daycare, what? I'm just saying.
Okay. Here we are either leaving it here and hoping it is coming. It is here when we come back, when we return after returning these people to their homes, or we are all touching it now, and there is no in between.
If we all touch the crystal now, we will be trapped here until someone else finds us. That is a certainty that I now have, having touched it. That is absolutely what is going to happen.
Yes, I don't feel comfortable with that.
Okay. So.
But I mean, you could try it and see for yourself. But I think one at a time is probably best.
What if we buried it?
Well, then it will clearly corrupt the roots and
that is
water and
organic material,
groundwater and all of the worms.
And so
I
am too curious. I will touch it, and I take off my big leather glove and I touch it.
Okay, yeah. Intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Taking notes.
Oh, okay. An intelligence saving throw. Well, let's find out. Roll. It is a 26.
Yikes! Awesome, cool. So you reach out and you touch this thing, and you can feel the energy coursing. You can feel it, and what you can feel is just this ancient, almost holy energy, but holy in a way that's like it's been corrupted. It's holy, but corrupted at the same time. It doesn't compel you to bring the crystal and, touch someone else with it. With that touch, you are able to sort of retain your thoughts, your memories, your consciousness. And you know that destiny itself is tied within this crystal. You know without a doubt that you have to get this thing out of here. This is like knowledge that's just been imparted to you from some distant place. It's not all evil. It's not all bad, but you have to save it. And it's part of your destiny to do so.
Okay.
She's talking and touching the crystal.
So it is sort of a little bit corrupted, but mostly not corrupted. It's
Sounds
which is
corrupted to me.
it's no partially, little tiny bit. It's fine. It's like it's a duality. So
We contain multitudes.
exactly,
Rama.
and this very much does. But there is a. It is very unscientific to say, but it just contains destiny. Is the thing. It is
No! Destiny is a measurable thing within nature.
Of. Is it? Because I don't know that. It is a container of destiny, and we have to save the entities that is connected to this and clear it of its corruption. So we have to take this away from here. And go elsewhere. The destiny part is very unclear as to the instructions next after leave. This is good and bad, and in between, destiny.
This is absolutely incredible. One moment, and I'm just going to take down every single thing that you said.
And I'm going to copy your notes. Let me just look over your shoulder, my friend.
So I guess we do take it somewhere. I'm afraid to stop touching it, but I'm also afraid to keep touching it. It is a duality within myself as well. I'm not really sure. I just will hold it. I'm just holding it. It's fine.
Are you receiving any kind of is it a desire this corruption? Is there any sense of where that originates from or how to end it? Does this piece need to be connected to other pieces, or does it need to come into contact with certain magics? Perhaps in the morning I can attempt to remove the corruption. I don't currently have the arcane ability, but give me a moment to study for an evening, and I can attempt a couple of things. There's so many tests I want to run.
I did forget for a moment that I could do magic. So perhaps I'm going to break the world in this moment and cast identify.
Okay, cool. You can identify. No, you're not breaking it at all.
No, I mean, because unknowable knowledge from gods and devils and ultimate corruption and destiny, asking hey, tell me things. It's
Yeah, cool. So by identifying this, you do see this as a scale. It's not just like some large crystal. It is actually a scale from a crystal dragon. You're identifying this as very magical, but also very old. This definitely lines up with the mention of Zero from earlier, that crystal dragon god. But from what this group would know, and from what most people would know, it's a very sort of positive figure, a god of great emotion, a deeply caring and personal god to the people of Aluhal years ago. But you're not exactly, even with the identify spell, you're not exactly sure, where this corruption started. But with this, by touching this, failing that, some little meta information, failing that save, you're really compelled to get other people to be controlled by this thing. And then that will feed into gathering more followers of it. But you, with your strength of mind, are unaffected by it. You just have that enlightenment.
Right. Okay. So the corruption it doesn't come necessarily from a place, but it is sort of it has the desire to connect. It's like someone who really wants to connect too much, right? Very clingy, sort of, a little bit. That is the bad part of this very holy, caring crystal dragon, which is what this is part of. Surprise. We have found sort of a world-changing artifact in this hole in the ground, which I suppose most of them are in holes in the ground, but
implications are phenomenal
and empathetic.
so it's like over empathy, right? Sort of, I think, maybe. What I am very overwhelmed emotionally right now. What should we do now next? Maybe someone, I am very, like, not me as scientist, not me as crystal holder person at the moment. Should I just put it in a bag?
I feel like we're really eager to bring it somewhere. Let's
It wants to go elsewhere, not
see
here.
how Mon's doing.
Right.
Yes,
There
the
are people-
boy.
Right.
Just to like check out on everything before we take it back, because I almost died today, and I feel like negotiation wise there might be a correlation there between the blue and the me eating blue and destiny and the corrupt part, and let's see how the kid's doing. But I'm not a skeptic. I'll touch it too. I'm just a little nervous for those reasons right now personally.
Rama, you're so right, and you did absolutely phenomenal out there. I
don't
personally
want
would like
praise.
to thank you
I'm
and
just glad-
shake your hand.
Yes, kudos.
Okay.
I'll put out my hand to shake yours, Rama.
Mama just kind of is still kind of like she fully shrinks and her hand is just above her entire head and shaking, which is hard.
Is it
She's
above
only-
the ears?
Yes.
Well, now I can't.
Okay, and I'll jump up and I'll shake your hand and I'll cast Cure Wounds.
And Thurilla. I'm just saying.
And you get
What if-
6 hit points back.
Thank you. What if the goo is what happens with people that can't handle it like you two?
I
There
could
there
try.
are a few ways to find out, right?
Well, here goes nothing. Yes, here goes nothing.
No, oh, yeah.
Go on ahead and touch it. There you go.
With your bare hand, or when you got your gauntlets on?
No, I'll take one of the gauntlets off and I'll.
Okay. Intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh dear, here we go. I am not 7.
This crystal needs servants. You must bring servants. It needs more and more. If anyone tries to stop you, kill them. And you all see Sigmus's black owl-like eyes have this blue, fluorescent blue film that goes over them, shining like little flashlights.
I pull it away.
Huh.
Yep, it goes back.
Oh.
Oh,
Any insights?
Yes, it does seem to wield a dark energy of sorts that needs people or something to latch onto, as many as it can, as you said. But even worse. Yes, it's even worse.
There's some variety here.
I think I'm just going to hold on to it right now.
Yeah,
I just
do that.
nobody else needs to touch it.
Yes, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it at all. No
I'll touch
more.
it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I too am excited to touch it tomorrow. I have so many tests I want to run.
I
Can we
don't
go
want
to
see
sleep
that
right
thing
now?
ever
I'm so excited. I couldn't possibly sleep, but we
One
must.
more sleep till corruption.
That's the
I'm
name
gonna
of my
need-
memoir.
Yeah, so I will put this I don't know. I have some I will just hold it and we will go. Check on
You
the other
wrapped
people.
you said
Yeah.
you wrapped it up.
Yeah, I will I have cloth or something and I will wrap it up.
I can give you. No, I don't have a net. I can give. You know what I'll do? Kuro will literally just take off his tattered robes. He'll just like take them off, and it's all he's wearing. He's a frog. He doesn't care. He wears those for people in the city who have like feelings about that stuff. He'll take his tattered clothing and he'll just like throw it over the crystal so he can like drag it behind us like a balloon.
Yeah, and if it's that's really funny. I love that. Yeah, and it's but I will mend the tattered clothes with like, so it is like, and then we can tie the little rope on it, and then we can just pull it.
I love this image. It's like a balloon, and you're just carrying it along. That's so cool.
The balloon of destiny. It is the balloon of destiny.
It's the destiny that keeps it lighter than it. No, not helium. Destiny. You heard me correctly.
I love this. I feel like I'm holding a magical nuke. Addie says in the chat. Okay, cool. As this is wrapped up and as this is mended around, and that blue glow is sort of covered up, it gets really dark in here. But as soon as you really completely cover it up, you start hearing noises of, where am I? What? Hello? Hello? And you hear some voice from sort of the front, that front entrance. You hear, Mistress Velna, I'm scared. Hello? So you're hearing these different voices in here as they're trying to find out where they are in this now dark place. What do you do?
Right. Well, my fireball has long since collapsed back into the tiny little light that only has, it only is like 5 feet is circumference or whatever. So, but I can like, it's my little glow stick. I can bring it over and until I find some people or someone else can as well. Rama is very empathetic. Maybe Rama does it. No? Okay, I will.
I have a torch I could just pull out, and I'll pull out my torch and burn it in this little area.
Right.
I'll blink Tlatoani to go and like pounce on Mon and give him just a bunch of just like licks and dog kisses, and he can have whatever reaction he has to that. And I'll go up to one of the people who is just waking up in this room and be like,
give me your name and what do you remember before touching the crystal?
Whoa, sorry. I'm Axum from Red Wing Delivery Service. We were just taking some things to Swiftwall, and these dogs came out of nowhere. The next thing I know, I am in this place. And he looks to his partner here, who also is wearing sort of a similar uniform. The sleeve is kind of torn off of their outfit. He says, "But right, we just sort of appeared here, and I do remember there was a kid, a little boy, a little human boy here as well." As he scratches the side of his temple there.
Had you ever traveled this part of the ruins and the woods before? Had you seen this cave that the dogs brought you to?
Oh, well, yeah, plenty of times. We always take this route. We pick up deliveries from the local communities and take them wherever they need to go. Letters as well. But we've never seen these dogs, these blue dogs that have just...
Right. Forget about the blue dogs for a second. This cave, this cavern that we're in right now, have you seen it before? Had you been here before in your travels back and forth delivering things?
I've never been in this cave before. Where even are we? Are we near Swiftwall? Are you from Swiftwall?
Yes, Swiftwall, it's that way. And I'll just point them back towards...
Oh, Sid is gonna kill us if we don't come back with these deliveries. Oh, I hope the wagon is still there. We gotta go. Come on. As he waits for his partner, and they're sort of making it towards the light that is at the end of the passageway to get out.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We gotta get back. We gotta make sure our carriage is there. Bye. As he's running off.
Not their destiny, apparently.
Didn't want them to get involved. And I was also a little
You-
nervous, to be honest.
You seem to be pondering something, Sigmus. Do you have a query or a theory?
Just there's so many things that are going through my mind right now after I touch that crystal, and I can't seem to gather all of my thoughts. I'm feeling very violent, and that's not natural for me. And I need some space. Maybe wherever the crystal is, maybe if I could stand maybe a few people behind, I need to
Just let out a little rope there, Aki. Let it float a little further away.
Yes.
I'll take a second and just like look through Tlatwani's eyes. How is Mon doing?
Yeah, Mon he's playing with little Tlatwani. He's sort of just amused at this point. There's a friendly face here. He's not exactly freaking out, but he hears voices here, and he's just kind of looking around. And you can even hear him say, "Mistress Velna, are you there?"
And Tlatwani will try and play patty cake with him with 3 hands.
And he starts playing with him as well.
So we should probably head back, right?
I think we should definitely get the boy back to Velna, but having this floating behind us is maybe not the best idea out in public.
I am loath to leave it just because, destiny and all that. So maybe we can go most of the way back to town, and then 1 or 2 or 3 of us can take the
If only we had a sort of space we could carry things in that was big enough to hold something like this.
Or something to alter the image of prestidigitation or something.
A magical effect that can affect an ancient crystal dragon scale would be powerful indeed.
Something that can, alter the appearance.
Oh, well, maybe no one will question a big floating rag balloon. Let's go.
I think I'll just put it in my backpack. It's fine.
Please.
And it goes down into the backpack. Easy enough. It is kind of heavy.
It's kind of like a nice ballast. I feel very light on my feet.
Cool. So as you all head back on your way to Swiftwall with this new item carefully and sneakily in tow, you can see ahead of you the cart of the Red Wing Delivery Service sort of just drive past you, like drift past you. They're making their way back towards home.
We could use a rat. Oh God, they're gone.
You could yell out if you would like. Persuade.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey, yeah. You need a ride back?
Yes. You have room for 5 and a dog?
5 and a dog? Well, we got lots of cargo in the back. I'm not sure.
We're mostly very small.
We did stop you from being ensorcelled potentially forever, if that's helpful to you.
We fried some dogs for you.
Those dogs are no longer there because of us. It seems a fair trade.
Persuade with advantage. From the helpful, yes. If that would be helpful.
You talk to them first. Do you want to roll or shall I?
You can do it.
Oh, that's actually very good. I have made a very strong guild trip. 18.
18. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, so with that, they're like, he's like, you're right. You know what? Here. And nobody picked this up last week. We've just been carting it around. I don't know if anybody could use this. But he pulls out, let's see, pulls out, just rolling a little thing here to see what we get. 2. He has a wand of web and then 60 gold points that he just pulls out, and here, do with this what you will. 60 and then a wand. Take this. And a ride.
And we will vouch for you that you are ensorcelled, so your boss won't yell at you.
Oh, Sid can be kind of tough sometimes. You know, he may be a halfling, but he is full personality. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want this wand, but someone else could take it. I will keep track of the 60 gold for now. And then when we get back, we will discuss all of the things we have collected on our trip.
Excellently handled. Mon, how are you doing?
I'm hungry.
You missed Hero Day, Mon.
What? What's that?
You Hero Day. It's when the heroes come to talk to you. You missed it.
Oh, and you get to learn about what job you can have when you grow up?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be an artificer!
Oh.
Back to Swiftwall, please. Back to Swiftwall. Thank
And
you.
the cart takes off. And next week, we will return to Swiftwall, where things are different than when we last left home. That's Crystal Quest for this week. We'll be back soon. Yes, next week. Awesome. Hope you all had fun. Oh,
Wow.
Mondays, right? I hope you all had fun. Thank you, everybody that was watching live in the chat. Thank you for the advantage that was given. Thanks to you all. So that was very fun. Again, let's see where we can find these wonderful players throughout throughout the rest of the week or just online. Let's start with Tay, and then we'll go around in their same little order, a little around the horn.
You know, I don't get on the social medias, so you can go to my social media, but you'll just find, you know, dust and crickets. But you can go to tabletailgames.com to find games that you can hop into, play. You can hire some of us here to play with you. So that's, yeah, Tabletail Games, rock and roll.
Yeah, and they have some public adventures. I have it pulled up right now. There's some spots left in the Strixhaven game on Tuesday. Then on Saturday, Addy has Empire. I guess you can talk about that.
And we do and we do a lot of private games too. So anything, literally any kind of game that you would want to run, you can hire one of our esteemed game masters to run for you.
Yeah. But yeah, check out their website for all of the lists of the public games coming up. You can jump into those. Addy.
Yeah, so you can find me on most social media at Adigia. So that's easy enough, except for Instagram. Somebody stole that. And so it's the Adigia. It's wild. And then so much drama. But yeah, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I pretend to have Facebook and Reddit, actually, wildly. But if you want to see me tomorrow, I will be back on Twitch at Waypoint Live. We go live at 8-ish. And then and we're playing Manifest the RPG that I co-created. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, I am on Twitch at my channel, at Adigia. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff, mostly just at Adigia. You did it. We did it together. And now Vic can talk a little bit. You're muted. You're muted.
Hi, I'm Vic, and I'm way too online on all channels. And that's major tomorrow. I'm also helping a lot with Z-Month or Zemo, since Kickstarter didn't really, carry the analog game community this time around. So yeah, be helping out a lot of people with press kits and a bunch for the next month or so. Might throw a game in there. Had a whole month myself, so can't promise that. But on Fridays, I play Shadowrun on Weave the Tale. Otherwise, I'm just catching up. Hello, Sean.
Hello. Yeah, so I am mostly, I mean, I'm not a social media like person by any means, but except for Instagram is my hand is that word social media program of choice. So you can find me at Sean M.A. Dale there, or you can probably see more of what we do at Radio Plays on Instagram or at borderlesstheatercompany.com, where you can listen to some of the podcasts, hear some great audio dramas from some great trained actors. And, if you want some behind the scenes stuff, we also at Borderless play D&D from time to time. So there might be a few clips out there of us playing some Call of Cthulhu or some D&D. So check us out.
Ooh. Back to me?
Back to London.
Cool. Yes. Follow me at London Carlisle on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, we're doing Spot Hidden on Tuesdays. That's Cthulhu Dark Ages. So that'll be tomorrow from when we're live right now. That's a lot of fun. And very soon, Ain't Slayed Nobody Season 2 is coming out, which is a podcast where we do like Wild West Call of Cthulhu. And Season 2 is going to be amazing. I can't wait for everybody to see my character for that. We're all sort of sideshow acts in this old West circus of sorts, medicine show type thing. And that's all I can really give you right now, but it's a blast and it's going to hit hard. Yes. But of course, we'll be back here next week with more Crystal Quest. Thank you to Gilding Light for this space for this show. And thank you to you for watching and having fun with us at the table. So until next time, peace.